Welcome back to the Hollywood Social Lounge. I'm here with Brittany Daniel. It's all about stand up to cancer. Have you been affected indirectly by cancer by knowing anyone? And if so, how have you been?
Indirectly, many friends, but also my dad passed away of lung cancer. And then directly, I survived non-Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 4.5 years ago.
Well, congratulations. So you're here with like a vengeance.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm standing
up for cancer for many reasons.
You know, I just interviewed a woman who had gone through ovarian cancer, and you know, she kind of broke down a little bit talking about how she felt like even though people were around her, she felt alone. What was that like for you? And there's going to be a lot of people that see this and they're going to be looking up to you. How did you get through it?
That is one of the biggest reasons why I get involved in organizations is because to speak out about it, because when you go through cancer, you do feel alone, even though you're surrounded by your friends and your families. But to be able to hear from a fellow survivor, for me, that helped me when I got through, is to talk to people that have actually personally gone through it. Because you feel alone, and especially like I went through it in my 30s, and that's something that you're like, it's hard to relate when all your friends are getting married and going through all these things. But to be able to speak out and go, it's possible to get through it. And organizations like Stand Up to Cancer, they're raising so much money and they're finding treatments. And I do believe that there is going to be a day that they're going to find a cure. And they're finding so many amazing treatments right now.
Now, you're very vocal about it and the fact that you've, gotten through that journey.
Yeah.
There's some people out there who are a little bit more timid and they feel like they can't talk to anybody. What's your advice to them? Like, why were you able to kind of stand up and speak out?
Well, I want to say that I was very quiet during my treatment, so I do relate to people maybe staying quiet for a while. And I wish I was more vocal while I was going through my treatment, because I feel like you need the support of everyone because it's so tough. I would recommend getting in support groups. I would recommend reaching out to all your friends and reaching out to people that have survived cancer, because that's what, for me, I feel like that is what helped me the most. So I think reaching out, because you need the support of everyone.
Absolutely. Now, Brittany, you have a lot of fans out there. What are you working on these days?
I've been working on. I've been doing a recurring role on a television show, Blackish. I'm actually.
I actually.
My twin sister.
Are you bring her on here? Do you wait? You know Marcus Scribner? You know Marcus then? I know.
Yes.
I've noticed it. Yeah, we have the same acting coach. I love Marcus.
My twin sister and I.
Twin sisters. Okay.
We're putting together a couple of projects. We used to work
How are you?
We used to work on Sweet Valley High together, and now we're putting together a couple of projects.
Okay. So I know our Facebook Live is probably going crazy. We're on Facebook Live, and I know everybody's probably going crazy. You guys are gonna be working together. Are you guys working on something?
We're putting together a couple, like an unscripted project right now and a scripted thing. So
yes.
It's in the works.
Comedy?
Right possibly
Always
comedy.
There always has to be a little comedy.
Okay, so being twins, what's that been like? Like, do you guys feel what the other person's feeling? Are you guys
You can just tell when she's annoyed, like her nostrils flare and she gets a little like her little.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Did her nostrils flare at me at all? No.
When she's hungry, she's like, she gets this crazy face. I'm like,
Don't know all my secrets.
so yeah, I mean that's like the extent of it. Like I can just kind of read her in her eyes a little bit.
Yeah, but you guys are in a different state, and one person sneezes and then the other person sneezes.
Look, I wish we could say that because it would be entertaining TV, but
We have had the same dream though before. I've woken up and I told her my dream, and she's like,
oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
I had the exact same dream last night.
Dreams are super cool. Okay, so now you guys are working on a couple of projects, or anything you guys can talk about? Anything specifically?
We're not at
Not
this
yet.
very moment. I'm sorry.
Okay, I know people are going to go crazy when they hear this interview. Not anything at all?
But yeah, we're actually just pitching a couple ideas right now. So, yeah.
Well, you got my vote. I know you got a lot of listeners' votes out there. What's something, I was talking to your sister about, being affected by cancer, and obviously this is a great organization, a great event. How, obviously seeing your sister go through what she's gone through, what was that like as a family member?
Oh, I'm sure you could imagine how hard it was. It was definitely very challenging, but I feel like we both grew from this experience. It definitely has made me braver and stronger. I mean, just watching her go through this and see her strength makes me feel I can do anything, and I feel like this happened to her for others to look up to her, and I know she'll be such a great spokeswoman for what.
A great testimony.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to your fans? You guys have a lot of fans from way back in the day who still follow up on, stay in touch. They're love you guys. Anything you want to say to your fans right now?
Well, I mean, I feel like most of our fans are young moms that are going through what I'm going through, and so I really appreciate they're still like interested in Brittany and I just think that
It's fun too because we just started an Instagram page called the Twin Travelers, and we're doing all these fun adventures, and it's so sweet. They're all reaching out to us. So
they're like, come visit our country. We'll show you a good time. We're like, yeah. It's
Favorite place you guys have visited?
We just went to Italy, so we had a great time
that
there.
was really fun. We went to Tuscany and all around Italy.
Positano, yeah.
Is it true like the food is amazing there? Wine?
God, I gained 10
we gained like
pounds.
10 pounds. I'm not even kidding you. I was like, I don't care. I'm on vacation.
Oh my God, that's all I hear is the food and the wine is so good.
Oh, yes. You got to go
So
all out.
decadent.